Hey guys, tonight's podcast is sponsored by Pwn Brand, so go check out their online shop for some sweet gear and use promo code SovereignRain at checkout for 15% off. Let's get this podcast started. Alright. So for anyone that's new to what we do around here, I am Rain, and you're tuned into Sovereign, the daily Twitch stream dedicated to helping you fight your way through games. We stream the new games and content just about every day, except weekends. Those are hit and miss. But we do it, and we tend to get things first usually. So stick around, hang out, talk amongst yourselves for those of you that are just about to come in. Probably by the time you see this. But like I said, I'm Rain, and this over here to my right is Rick Graham's girl, aka Steph. But we got some interesting topics to cover tonight. Now, Steph, I'm going to have you go first with these, just because I know that you have some good points on some of these here. So what games are you most excited for that are coming out here within this year, and why?
I've been waiting for Dead Island 2 to come out for the longest, just because I'm a big zombie survival fan and gamer, and I'm a big fan of Techland games, the Dead Island series.
Cool.
And another game, I'm trying to think all the games. I'm actually interested in Battleborn. That's coming out. Since I played beta.
I'm an addict.
Yeah, I know.
It's bad.
Okay, let me think. There was another game. I totally forgot what it was.
Did it start with an O?
Outlast 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like a serious fan of Outlast.
It was such a great game.
It was. The DLC Whistleblower was
Disturbing.
pretty fun. Disturbing. Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I can't wait till Outlast 2 comes out and see what they have, different.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to have, like, the camcorder thing.
That's what it's looking like. I mean, I saw early alpha play of it just the other night on YouTube, and it looks like they're doing sort of the camera thing, but you don't have it with you all the time. Is what it's looking like. Like they're actually trying to give us a bigger challenge for normal mode, or maybe that alpha was from their what was it, Insanity mode, I think. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to Outlast 2, and of course Battleborn.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that A Dying Light 2 is in the works, so I'm interested in that, as long as they work on the story format a little bit more. It felt more side questy than an actual story to it. Like the opening, like the first 10 minutes just blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, this is a great game. And then the rest just nothing but side missions.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a Dying Light 2 supposed to be coming out. I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for what's going to be announced at E3. I mean, I hope the rumors are true. From what I've heard, it's just rumor and speculation. But the source has been right before.
Yeah.
And I'm also going for that that sweet Dead Island 2. I hope
I'm
I want to play as that frickin' guy that we saw jogging in the trailer like 2 years ago.
Yeah, like they announced Dead Island 2 in 2014, or was it 2013?
I think it was the end of 13 going into 14. I
And how
think
many
so.
years has it been? Yeah, they like
3,
had
damn.
plenty. So by the time it comes out, there should be no glitches or
I just heard that the
anything.
problem with it was their developer team. People were constantly coming and going, so they had to keep rewriting everything. But you never
Yeah,
know with them. But the next question I got for you, this one hits close to home with me personally. With the games you're hyped for, what could the developers improve on from their predecessors? Like, say, with Outlast 2, what could they improve on that was kind of with the regular Outlast that needs serious overhaul?
getting trapped very easily, and I feel like they should have like sort of mini map or something to like have access of where you're going.
At least if it's
Because this,
temporary, like on a battery or something,
yeah,
Like if
because
you
it's
could
like
use it
very,
on your battery and
it's very easy to get lost.
oh, I heard there's cornfields. I saw it in the alpha trailer. The alpha gameplay. There's cornfields at night.
I think how awesome it would be if you can like pick up a weapon, only temporarily though. Like find some sort of weapon and you can defend yourself for a certain length of time.
Yeah, at least like be able to stun them or something to help you get
Yeah,
away. That's
yeah,
that's actually what I was going to talk about because like with the Outlast, I got stuck on boxes quite a few times in corners. Got chased by Big Bertha's husband. And I had no way. At least if there was like, every 30 seconds to a minute, you could just do a push to shove everyone out of your way, and it like creates a little path for you to get in between them to run. It's
yeah.
like
The
on a
500
timer or something. Yeah, the 500-pound twat squad, exactly. Like stuff like that. I mean, yeah, like I know they're going for realism for a running kind of game. So yeah, you can't be like pushing a freaking 500-pound twat squatter. But for the smaller guys, the guys that are just freaking insane and like running at you, it needs to happen. There needs to be a small change. And I noticed that. I know it hasn't had a predecessor. Well, I mean technically, but Battleborn it technically did not have a predecessor of Borderlands 2, the Handsome Jack collection. It's like it's a shared universe kind of thing, Like say, like DC and Marvel, they're like how they make all their movies. Oh yeah, it's the same universe, but this is happening in different points in time. Like what they need to work on. I mean, just from what I noticed from the beta, the matchmaking system for when you do the player versus player. I don't know if you got around to that part of it, but I mean, I don't mind going up against tryhards, but every single game, and they really need to lower the damage output of some of those characters. Like there's a healer on there. He's this little guy that has a one of those Asian hats on. I forget what they're called. The politically correct term for what they're called. Anyway, but he's a healer, and healers shouldn't be able to one-shot someone who has a lot of health and a really big shield. That needs
Yeah.
that needs serious fine-tuning down. Bad.
Okay. What's like the worst games you've ever played?
Worst games I've ever played? Advanced Warfare. uh, Halo ODST was also terrible. I know you're not a Halo fan, but usually I'll explain the whole Halo thing real quick. Usually with Halo games, it's in a first-person perspective. You are this character, but in Reach, you're this character that's going around and seeing the lives of these other people that died and trying to figure out what happened. It's basically like an investigation game. It's kind of it's like D4 Dark Dreams Don't Die. It's kind of like
Well, I
that,
mean,
but better graphics.
there's some like investigation games I really like the detective games, like L.A. Noire.
LA Noir.
That
That
was
was that's
it
what you're
was a
telling
really
me.
fun,
I thought
interesting
you were
game.
saying Saints Row was the one that you played, but it was LA Noir. Yeah.
Hmm.
I got a good one for you, and this is Activision. If you guys ever watch this podcast, you might want to pay attention here, okay, just for a minute. Steph, what do you think of how game developing companies handle marketing, hype, and advertising? And do you think they could do a better job? And also put more effort into their games and listen to the people instead of the money?
Yeah, like when you go to load in Black Ops 3, the Activision, it takes forever. It takes forever. I mean, come on. I mean, we get it that Activision is a part of this game, but I mean, really, it don't have to be that long, and you should be able to skip it because personally, I don't care.
I've seen it a billion
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
It's engraved
It's
into my
just
skull as it is. Like, they could
it's
at
like
least add in the option if you beat the campaign of a game, you can skip through certain things.
it's like
I would do it.
Microsoft. It's like they're so money hungry. They just like take and take and take.
Like supply
Just all that
drops.
advertising. Mm-hmm.
That bothers the hell out of me.
It
The
really
fact that
does.
Season Pass used to be about getting all the maps, all the content. You'd basically prepay for it, and you get everything. Now, as of Advanced Warfare with the Season Pass, and other games that do the same thing, like even CSGO, if you want a new weapon that should be part of this Season Pass, you have to either A, work your butt off for several hours a day to try and get supply drops to hope you get lucky and get the new weapon that came out, or B, you have to be a rich person like PewDiePie or or I would say McJuggernuggets, but don't want to bash on him.
Like PewDiePie or T-Mart.
Oh God, or I would say Chaos X Silencer or Jimmy, but he's just. I think the reason he buys all those is just to show the community that this is a messed up thing.
Or Syndicate.
Syndicate, yeah, Pro Syndicate.
Mhm.
I don't like him very much. Okay, quick question. This is an easy one. When did you first pick up a controller, and what games got you into playing the games that are out up until today? And for those of you tuning in, we'll resume with the answering of the questions here in just a couple of minutes. Sovereign Rick Grimes girl had to take care of something real quick, and she will return. So in the meantime, if anyone's just coming into the chat, if you have any questions you'd like to ask either of us, go right ahead and ask. We are here to answer.